Hi, welcome back. Thanks for joining our channel. I just wanted to share with you today my thoughts on the benefits of having a tenant in your property with pets. Many landlords here in Romania are very against accepting tenants with a pet. They prefer to go to more simple solutions. But actually there are some hidden benefits of accepting tenants with a pet. For example, I'm talking about dogs and cats and, in general, of course, pets like fish and things don't really have an impact. But landlords perceive that dogs and cats are a problem and they cause damage to their apartment. Actually, the reality is that tenants with pets tend to be much more stable, generally speaking. They're more long-term. So, if you've got a fully furnished apartment, for example, and your tenant has only got a toothbrush, it's not so difficult for that person to move on. For us as an agency, that's a good thing because we live entirely from commissions. So if we don't find transactions like this, we don't pay our bills. But for you, the owner of the apartment, ideally you want the minimum number of changeovers that you can possibly get. Because, for example, every time a tenant changes, you may end up repainting the place, you may end up changing the mattress, you may end up slightly modifying it and so on. And there are certain periods of the year, such as, let's say, November, February, where it's difficult to find an immediate replacement tenant anyway, so you can end up with vacancy periods. So the more you can do to keep your tenant stable, the better for you in the long term. I've personally got an apartment I've had in England for 20 years, and for the last 14 years I've had exactly the same tenant. The rent is perhaps slightly below market value, but in reality the savings are much bigger than constantly changing over, advertising, vacant periods, repaints, new mattresses and so on. And the couple that stay in this apartment of mine treat it like their own. So when you have a tenant with a pet, as I mentioned, it brings this stability, it brings shorter void periods, it brings less repairs, less upgrades and less changes. So overall, of course you save the agency fee. So overall it can be significantly cheaper to accept tenants with a pet. And ultimately, how much damage can a pet do? Even if it's some hundreds of euros of scratches or smells and things, you can rectify that with a very small proportion of the overall rent cost compared to the cost of changing your tenant. So I hope you find this useful. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay safe.